Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. The final whistle has just gone. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Aston Villa 2. I've got Antony Costa with me. Anthony, where do we start?
We start from the first 11, mate. I don't know why you change it when we went and beat Wolves convincingly, 24 shots or whatever, 13 on target, and you go and change the team. Now, if that was Mourinho, everyone would be going mental. Okay, Mason's was out of his depth tonight. Didn't have a clue, bless him. It's not his fault, but he didn't have a clue.
Do you know what? I'm actually lost for words, Anthony. I really am. I say it so many times. If Spurs do this, if Spurs do X, Y, and Z, we will qualify for the Europa League. All we need to do is win these 2 games against Aston Villa and Leicester, and we qualify for the Europa League. Do you know what? I don't even know where to start because I just think that there are so many problems. And do you know what? My frustration all season, I'm now starting to feel very angry about it because, I was lucky enough to go to the game, or probably unlucky to go to the game tonight. And, there were boos at half-time. There were boos at full-time. Harry Kane, in some respects, looks like he was saying goodbye to the Tottenham fans at the end. It was meant to be a happy occasion, 10,000 fans going back into the stadium, and then you get a performance like that. Why? Why? Because
we're bottle jobs, mate. That's what we are. That's what Spurs is. We're bottle jobs. That's what we do. We can't handle pressure. Numerous finals over the years, semi-finals. That's what we do. We don't know how to handle pressure. And tonight, just summed it all up, mate. Summed it all up. Just... as I said, the team, ridiculous. Stick to the same team, man. Consistency. It's just a joke. We're a joke, mate. We're a joke, and we have the right to go and banter all them lot down the road. Top of the league. Where are you lot? They could finish above us on Sunday because Leicester need the points to finish in the top 4, and we could 9th after being top 5 months ago, 6 months ago.
It just seems such a hard task now, doesn't it? Going to Leicester and getting that win, and we're now having to rely on other teams' results as well, and we could get into that Europa Conference League spot, which a lot of people don't want, and that's 7th.
I want it, but the players have got to take a look at themselves, mate. They've let Mason down yet again. They've let every manager down, no matter who's.
But how on earth are we going to attract a big manager when we're not in Europe next season? And the likes of Harry Kane, I know it's rumoured, but when you look at his body language today, I feel like he's had enough.
Yeah, non-existent. So was Son, non-existent. Ali, I don't know what he was up to, bless him. Winks, well, people know what I feel. Just terrible performance yet again. Reguilon, erratic. All right, the own goal, you could say, all right, it's a freak own goal. But again, for the second goal, clear your lines. Just clear it. But yet again, we try and play this fancy football. And we just ain't got the players, Chris. And yet again, we've let managers down. Year on, year out, no matter who's in charge.
I think you've hit the nail on the head, because some of these players didn't perform under Pochettino. They didn't perform under Jose Mourinho. And now they're not performing under Ryan Mason. And do you know what, Anthony? I'm absolutely gobsmacked at that performance tonight. Particularly when you've got 10,000 fans back in the stadium. Now, why are you not playing for those fans? Why are you not playing to be in Europe next season?
Yeah, Kane looked lost. I don't know why. His body language he had enough. So I don't know. I didn't see the end. I left my mate's house for 2-3 minutes before the end. Well, the 93rd minute or something I left. Yeah, just atrocious performance.
But we were lucky only to lose 2-1, I felt, because Aston Villa were all over us, and they could have scored a lot more, couldn't they?
Yeah. But it's again mistake after mistake. Mistake FC, mistake and banter FC all joined into one.
Do you know what the frustration is, Anthony? Is every time me and you chat, and we chat on a regular basis, we're having the same conversations again and again after Tottenham's performances. Whether they're draws, whether they're defeats, it's the same conversations, isn't it?
Yeah. It is. It's just boring now, mate. 90 minutes left of this shocking season. Get it done. Leicester are going to turn up. They've got their home fans with them. They're going to beat us. because we're not going to be up for it. We're bottle jobs.
Antony, seriously, do you think Harry Kane is going to be a Tottenham player next season?
Not by his body language today. No. I'll be very smart. And we don't get Europe or Europa League. He's gone, mate. He's gone.
Were you surprised tonight by the performances of like Sergio Reguilon and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and players like that? Players who are normally consistent.
Sideways, backwards. No, don't know what to do with the ball. Erratic. It's just poor. I can't. I'm so frustrated, mate. So annoyed with this club, with this team, the way it's run. I'm just disgusted by it all, mate. There was no plan. If you've got to sack Jose, fine, but have a plan in place. We still haven't appointed a manager. I'm hearing different rumours, different managers. There's no plan, mate. There's no plan.
Antony, how do you feel as a fan tonight and during this season? Because the 10,000 fans in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium tonight, as I said, half-time and full-time, there are a lot of boos. People are really not happy right now.
Was there a lot of boos this tonight? Yeah. Wow. I don't blame them. Mate. They deserve better. And I saw to stick all the fans up the top. Terrible. It's just atrocious, mate. Atrocious treated. It's so bad. I've got my season ticket for next year. I'm like, who are we going to have? Winks, Sissoko, Lamela, Dyer, Sanchez, still in the team. I can't wait for that. Bring it on.
Antony, in your opinion, what needs to change to make this Tottenham team hungry again? The team playing.
Top to bottom, Chris. Top to bottom. And unfortunately, ENIC ain't going to sell. So we're just got to stick with it. We're stuck with it. 20 years, one trophy. Terrible. Whoever comes in, I don't know what manager is going to come in. Is it going to be enough to keep Kane? Son, if he wants to go, he can go as well. He was non-existent today and has been for a good few months. You're starting Bergwijn, all right, he scored. But, Alisson is on the same goals as Alisson, the goalkeeper for Liverpool. So everyone's jumping up and down, but Winks is still there, needs to move on. Sissoko needs to move on. These players, it's stale now. It's gone stale.
You know what? Ungifted Gamer writes here, did they do a lap of shame? Now, at the end of the season, the last home game, the players normally do a lap of honour. And there were very few players that actually went around the pitch and clapped. You'll probably see in one of my videos later on. Harry Kane, Heung-min Son, Dele Alli, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, the rest of them went in very, very quickly and didn't do that lap of honour for the fans. Even though there was 10,000 fans back there tonight. And, we haven't seen a lot of Tottenham this season because, of course, it's all been behind closed doors. So I think they felt the shame. And I think that they're very disappointed. But as we keep saying, Antony, major changes are needed, aren't they? What do you expect to happen this summer?
I expect that I want to clear out, mate. We've got to start again. Otherwise, it's going to be another season like this, 9th, 10th, waiting for other teams to do us a favour because that's all we got in our season. Oh, if they drop points, we can go above them. Having that pressure, losing the pressure, bottling. I'm expecting a lot of bottle jobs next season for sure. Can't wait.
Not again. We can't have this again.
Chris, it's always like this, mate. It doesn't matter who's in charge.
You say that, but I don't think that I've ever known. I don't know what the right words are, but I've never known so many fans to wish the season away so quickly. Because when you think back to this season, I know we've joked about it before. Going out to Dynamo Zagreb in the Europa League. With the manager in prison. Stuff like that. It's just ridiculous. Sacking a manager 6 days before a cup final. We're going round in circles constantly and feeling so much disappointment. But, these last few games, a lot of fans just want to wish this season up and get it over and done with. But like you've said, is next season going to be much of the same? Because it can't be, surely.
Of course it is, Chris. I don't know why you're hoping, mate. It's like this all the time. We scrape through top 4. We don't play the best football, but we scrape through and it's a great season. We're not consistent enough. we're not consistent enough. You know, even the last 18 months of Poch, not consistent. People, you know, not playing for him. Mourinho comes in. He's called out a few players. Everyone wanted him out. Fine. But this is what you get. This is what you get. And it's not Mason's fault, but, you know, what you get. It's there was no plan.
Anthony, what are you expecting from the Leicester City game, or is that a silly question?
They got to get in the top 4, Chris. I don't know if you know, they've obviously won an FA Cup, and they play some good football, and they're going to be up for it. They're going to want to play in front of their fans, because 9 times out of 10 they don't, you know, they haven't bottled games as much as we have this season.
I don't know what else to say, Anthony. I really don't. I just feel frustrated. I feel very angry, and just the disappointment level is just off the scale. Yeah. So disappointed with this season, and I just think there's so much to do, and I just don't know what's next. I just want the glory days back at Spurs, and as I say in most videos, you know, trophies. We just look a million miles away.
100%, mate. We don't deserve a trophy. We've bottled every final. We've bottled semi-finals. We don't deserve it, mate. We don't play good football anymore. It's just hit and go. If it weren't for Kane this season, we'd be 16th. So there's your answer. If he goes next,
you know what I feel like? That the fact that you go back to December, sitting on top of the Premier League for 4 or 5 weeks, right? Then you go through the season and you think, oh, okay, Spurs can finish top 4. We'll hopefully finish top 4. Then our expectations change again. Oh, we can go for the Europa League, right? I feel like now, going into the last day of the season, our hopes now are finishing 7th in the Europa Conference League. Yeah,
well, Arsenal could finish above us still. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. St. Tottenham's Day, whatever they call it. And they're going to banter us. But I'll tell you now, next season, if we're above them, let's not banter them, yeah? Until that last whistle of the final game. Because I certainly don't. Because it always comes back and bites us in the arse. Okay, we need to take a look at ourselves, our club, our players. They never turn up when they want to, when they have to. Done with it.
Anthony, thanks so much for talking to us. Come on, you Spurs.
I'll speak to you in a bit.